As I welcome all of you into our podcast today in our Morning Moments with Jesus devotion time, I was reflecting this morning on a question that was asked me a couple of weeks ago. And the question was, what do you consider the most valuable lesson you've learned this past year, talking about 2024? As I reflected on that this morning and what we've been talking about this week, about how much are we willing to give to the Lord this year and how much of Jesus do we want in our lives this year. We've been talking about humility. Yesterday we talked about patience. And so I reflected on that question this morning as I got up, and I began to think about the answer that I gave this person. And I said, I believe one of the most valuable lessons I've learned this past year is the value of time. How important time is, the time that I give to other people, the time that I have for my own personal growth. It's just a lot of value in time, and the older I get, the more I begin to appreciate the value of time. You know, Ephesians chapter 5, verse 15 and 16, Paul writes, "See then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil." And that word redeeming means to bring back or to captivate that moment. Time often feels like a resource that we are constantly chasing as it quickly slips away from us. It seems to slip through our fingers before we can even realize what's going on. We scroll sometimes through endless social media posts. We get lost in watching our favorite TV show for hours, or a football game or a sports event for 3 or 4 hours at a time. We even find ourselves caught up in the chaos of daily obligations. And if we're honest, we even get involved in situations or other people's issues that really we have no business being a part of anyway. Yet amidst this whirlwind of chaos, sometimes of chasing time, the Word of God, it often reminds us of the importance of making the most of every moment. You've heard me talk about that a lot here on not only our podcast, but in my teaching and preaching at Sunrise Chapel. You've heard me talk a lot about just embracing the moment and seizing the moment, because they will never come again. And Paul writes here in 5:16 of Ephesians, he says, basically what he's saying is make the best use of your time, because the days are evil. And what he's saying there is there's always something trying to rob you of that time. In this verse, it really encourages us to reflect on how we use our time. It calls us to be intentional about our time and to recognize that every moment is a gift from God. Every day is an opportunity to grow, to connect, and to live out your purpose in life. But how do we redeem wasted time? How do we transform moments of distraction into opportunities to grow and to flourish towards our purpose? Well, this verse encourages us to do that. The first step in redeeming wasted time is you got to become aware of it. Take a moment this morning to really think about your daily routines and your daily habits. I'm not talking just about the big things. You know, I go to work and, I have these other obligations and I have, children and, there's so many hours for sleep. I'm not talking about all the big things. I'm talking about every moment that you spend doing something that even if you like it physically or, emotionally, basically it has no real eternal value to what's going on in your life. So really think about those things. What activities consume your time? Are they enriching your life, or are they merely filling up the hours? By bringing awareness of how you use your time, then you can identify patterns. And see, those patterns may be leading you towards your goal or away from your goal and purpose that God has for you. So become aware of that. Once you identify how you spend your time, then it's essential to start habits that better align you with your goals. What do you want to achieve this year in 2025? What are your goals? Whether it's nurturing relationships, pursuing a personal passion of yours, investing in your personal growth, whatever it is, have a clear objective, and they can guide your awareness of how precious time really is. Write down your goals and keep them visible. Let them serve as a reminder and a compass that directs your choices and your priorities throughout the day. With your goals in mind, I want you to consider how to balance your schedule that reflects more of your priorities in life. Allocate time for spiritual growth, meditation, work, rest, relationships, whatever it is. Remember, it's not just about filling up your calendar. It's about making room for what truly matters. This balance will help ensure that you are using your time more wisely. And that's what it's all about. This world is filled with distractions, so it's vital to establish boundaries that protect your time. Whether you're turning off notifications, setting specific times to be on social media, creating dedicated workspace, whatever it is, when you minimize your distractions, you can significantly enhance your focus. And when you enhance your focus, you will be more productive. And that is helping you with the value of time. So by reclaiming these moments, you can invest them in activities that feed and enrich your soul and your life and the life of other people. So this morning, I want you to be safe, be strong, and be blessed. Be that person today that says, this year, 2025, I'm going to become aware of how much I value time, because it slips away. It's going to go no matter how you use it. So use it wisely. It's a great resource. It's a resource that God has given us as a gift. So use it wisely today. May God bless you. May God keep you. And you have a great and wonderful day.